Alright, and we're back. Game 5. It's real. PI against Dawn. This series is going the distance. Dawn was up 1-0 coming out of the Winners Bracket Finals, and they took a very early 2-0 lead with a sub-20-minute victory in Game 1. Games 3 and 4, or 2 and 3, however, have been very much in PI's favor, as they had a pretty awesome Oogie performance, and then followed it up with a nice level 1 Kongor that secured them the victory in Game 2, or Game 3. One of these days, I will get numbers correctly. One of these days. But that means we're tied at 2, and both these teams are going to Diamond, so there's that. But there is a pretty good amount of money on the line, and of course you have to consider the first round matchup. Do you want to face Sync or do you want to face Willowkeeper? No offense to Willowkeeper, but I think you want to face them over Sync. Just saying.
Are you sure that actually is a factor, though? I'm pretty sure Dawn is gonna get the better seed anyway. I'm not entirely sure, though.
I think it's by previous finish in gold. I don't think it's by points.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. But
I don't think
it's by how they finish here. Well, in any case, there's money, so it still matters. And one must not forget the fact that I picked PI to win gold this cycle. So there's
go.
That. let's just acknowledge that, because it is very, very important. If they win this game, I am like a genius. Right?
I cannot confirm that.
There will be forum posts detailing my greatness and how, I am the best thing that has ever happened in the entire history.
You? Or?
Yes. Oh. Well, me, of course. I mean, a little bit by me, but probably mostly by the community too, because they know. They know. But Oogie, you were right on those. Oogie is not banned.
See?
Just saying.
See, you're talking about yourself being a genius, but,
Okay, you made one prediction 20 minutes ago. I made a prediction.
And you made one prediction 3 weeks ago,
yeah.
So we're tied.
For a team that was not really that... Okay, either way. But Silhouette,
I can bet money that Hellborn is gonna pick Tempest. I am so sure.
Yeah. I mean, they gotta lock something down if they do pick the Oogie, but they're waffling between Oogie, Silhouette, and Magebane. Okay, Cluck, which one do you want? If you're Slasky Red, which one do you pick?
I don't know. I think Silhouette is the better of those heroes. Yeah, Silhouette.
And it's gonna be the Silhouette, so this guy crushing it. Now 3 of us so far have made good predictions, or at least predictions that could be good.
The Tempest now, check it. It's gonna come.
Yeah. And this is a replay. This is not a replay, so he couldn't even have cheated, unless he's messaging Labyrinth and telling him to pick Tempest. Don't do that. That's also cheating. But it's a very worse form of cheating. Alright, so the Legions are going to start out with Parasite, Magnus, and Silhouette. I do have to mention, Shortcan plays a very good Parasite. He played that in Game 2, and he knows what he's doing on that hero, so that's going to be dangerous. Of course, this is the first time they also have Magnus, so they're not going to be concerned about... Look at that. This guy.
Okay, he's going to ban Dark Lady now. I know it. Dark Lady. It's going to come.
Wow, that's not even a prediction. That's just, obvious.
But he could just wait with the ban, but he's gonna ban it now.
Guys, I feel like he might ban a hero right here. Let's see. Let's wait and find out.
Yeah, he's not gonna force ban.
He's not only gonna ban a hero, he's gonna ban 2 heroes after that.
No.
Oh yeah.
You can't possibly know that.
Just watch. Just watch. This guy.
Wow.
All right, Cluck. Nope. Yeah. Now you're not throwing him out though. What's Slasky Red's 3rd ban? If you're so in this.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
All right. Calm down. It's not that big.
Oh.
It is that big a deal.
Man. I mean,
don't let him phase you.
Please do not climb the mountain alive on cast. That wouldn't be good.
Oof.
Puppet Master.
No way.
I don't think it's PM either.
I think I don't have enough time to figure it out.
Well, you better figure it out soon. Well, maybe he's building into extra time here. Hag. Hag ban. I'm calling Hag ban.
But I'm not sure.
What'd you say?
Yeah, okay, Hag. Let's go.
What'd you say first? I missed.
Did I? I never said anything. See, okay, either. Oh, no. It's gonna be Hag. I feel it.
I think so. I think it's gonna be Hag. I mean, Probus didn't do very well. Damn it, Chipper. This is what happens when you listen to me.
So you both lose a point for that one, so
Yeah,
I'm
well-
ahead as of right now.
Well, actually, you haven't made any more predictions, so you don't qualify for the leaderboard.
Yeah, you haven't made any predictions.
I made a hat trick. That's huge.
Yeah. No, I'll give you all the credit in the world for that. That was pretty impressive. The Tempest wasn't that impressive, but the TDL ban, that wasn't bad. But Hellborn bans can be Pharaoh, Torturer, and Bubbles here, so I'm trying to get some Initiators taken off the board, as well as the support option in Torturer, but they leave Empath open, which is odd. I don't know why you'd ban Torturer over Empath in this lineup. Seems like Empath's better. No? I don't know. Literally nobody has thoughts on whether Empath and Torturer...
Well, it's probably gonna be Empath if you're
I know, but like...
considering.
The ban is what I was expecting, but... Oh god, no.
Wow.
Oh god! P.I. Why?
You see, they do this, but they still win.
You had Empath, you had Glacius, you had Witchlayer, Pyromancer, Nymphora, Pearl, Polywog Priest, Cersei, and you picked an Aluna.
Yeah, now they have to pick something that can gank easily. I don't know.
If you're gonna pick a Luna, why would you fourth pick it? Nobody's gonna pick a Luna, and they already have a jungler and a support. Why are you picking your support here?
To be fair though, maybe they didn't want to show their last pick.
That's okay.
Like picking a Luna tells absolutely nothing about that.
Right, and they do still need a suicide option. Pharaoh, of
Exactly.
course, was taken out by Dawn, that first ban at the second banning stage. They're gonna need a Tempest cancel. I guess they got Parasite and Magnus, which can help a lot. That face I can go through a shotgun head, but Parasite will probably need a Portal Key for that. But
And I hate to say it, but Luna's also a decent Tempest ult canceller.
okay,
Oh, no,
well,
not really.
both
Oh.
teams are throwing now, so
They know you too well, Quincy.
I really want to all chat and just ask if they're intentionally doing this to screw with me. I don't like that either.
Whoa.
What? That was
What?
huge.
Oh.
I think the Legion lineup is so strong now.
Yeah.
I like Praxis as well.
I'm surprised they didn't pick Gauntlet or Prisoner, considering
Yeah.
they have Slaska, but...
That's true. That's very odd, and it will be a Suicide Magnus now, which is fine, I guess, depending on what their short lane option is for the Hellborn team. Because right now, it would be Kraken, but I doubt that's going to actually be the case. I do still need to carry in Soul
Oh
Stealer.
god.
Whoa.
Soul Stealer.
Wombo
Wow.
combo.
Yeah, they have huge combo potential.
And
They're in.
either they get their ultis off, or they lose this game. Like, that's what's happening right now. I don't know. I don't know about that. That was risky.
I think they're all in now on the AoE strat.
Yeah.
I feel like just the lockdown is so good. Just as long as you have damage with the Kraken and Tempest, you're good to go.
Yeah. And
They
Rally
definitely have
helped that
damage
too.
now.
So I'm okay with the Soul Stealer, to be honest. It also helps their push out a lot, which was already pretty strong with the Rhapsody and Tempest, but with Soul Stealer, of course, stopping the other stuff. And I gotta switch my overlay. Haha.
The
That
Legion
one's
team
been
could
looking
man up
in.
though on the Soul Stealer. I think
Yeah,
that would be pretty good if they did.
I like that too.
Considering Magnus items, it's not gonna happen.
Well, he could be mid. You never know. That'd be weird.
It would be really weird when Raxus has an hatchet.
Asking. I mean, they're gonna check. Like, they have to check, right? There's no... This is not a Kongor team, but we've seen actually some teams do Kongor without what might be considered a Kongor team. Yes, that's good. Checking out Kongor, they're making sure. But they're looking for the first blood top here. They want to shut down File early and often, it looks like. And now they're backing off a little bit. Final does have a word of sight, of course, so presumably he's going to be going to try to block the pole camp. And the rotation from Rally and Kraken has already moved. He's going to have Lava Surge, so he actually probably won't die. Even if he does get jumped, in fact, places the word of sight here. Or defensively, as opposed to the pole. But it will be both teams playing safe.
Yeah.
And with the Suicide Rally, could they man up? Do you think like Silhouette would crush this lane? I feel like she would, but I don't know.
Alone versus Rally.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
think so.
would.
What is she doing?
She's
Putting the archer
tanking the
back.
archer, so she doesn't lose lane control.
Oh, fair. Never really seen that done before, but okay. Lane Ward deep 2 in the Hellborn side as well, so this Suicide Magma can get forced out relatively early on. He does pick up a Lava Surge. And he's going to try to hide a little bit, but Rhapsody finds him. And now they're going to trade some auto attacks, Lava Surge away, and he will be alright. Second Staccato stun, of course. He's too far gone, so that's going to be the top lane. Wouldn't be surprised if Magnus is more or less entirely shut down in this right lane, as Rhapsody is going to make him her bitch. And in the middle, we've got Meraxis versus Kraken. I'm not really sure who to favor here. We got the Axis versus the Splash.
Yeah, it could
Yeah,
go
it's
either
hard
way.
to say. I think Kraken is gonna win the lineup or the matchup. Just because of the splash.
Right, it's definitely possible. It's certainly going to be hard for either of these guys to kill the other one.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna farm, but Kraken is probably gonna come out a bit top.
What's this? Yes, they're the biggest deal in the world. And he does have some, what could be called lane control in the middle lane. Bottom lane, meanwhile, actually, Rally. Power throw against Snipe. Yeah, it does hit.
Oh,
It does
cancels.
actually stop the health pot. So Rally now in a lot of trouble. He's more or less out of regen.
It's gonna have to go base.
Yeah, I think. Or
Maybe
at
not,
the very
he's
least,
just gonna
go
buy
to the
bots, I think.
observatory. Yeah. And head back, but he is also out of mana. So he's not going to have access to his Compel, which is basically the reason that he's a Suicide Hero. And top lane,
Yeah, he has
Magnus,
pushed.
he might be in trouble, because Tempest's coming in from a pretty decent angle, actually. He uses the Steam Bath right there. But Magnus, aware that he can eat these Demon Hands for a long time, and this is... At some point, he has to jump out of this. Yeah, and he's going to jump right into Tempest. No. I don't even need Tempest. So, that was an interesting play.
Yeah, I don't know why he would Steam Bath when he doesn't have mana for his stun. It's a bit greedy.
Soul Stealer had pretty much run out of mana at that point. He would have gotten his another Demon Hand back relatively soon, but he could have sat in that Steam Bath for a lot longer. No Demon Hands available on Tempest, but anyway, Rhapsody does pick up the first blood. It's always nice for a primary support, especially with a jungler on their team. She will have some issues with money.
Yeah.
Middle lane, no huge surprise. Labyrinth is crushing this at 380 gold per minute compared to just 250 for Slaskeret. And it comes back, actually. They had the Prisoner available. They could have picked it. Rally had already been taken. The Shackle. And versus Kraken charge, for that matter. I'm
I
kind
think
of...
Prisoner would there as well,
But they didn't know they picked Solstier.
Right.
Meraxis is a really good pick here anyways.
And Prisoner, of course, can cancel the Tempest ultimate as well with the hook. It is physical. So. Or does it cancel it? It just pulls, maybe it just pulls him? I don't know.
Oh no, it cancels.
That's pretty sure. So, I don't know. I think I really would have liked the Prisoner pick a lot more, even considering where they were in the draft. And Dance Floor going down there, Lava Surge away from Magnus, as he was just kind of hanging out. And actually, look at some lane
Kraken's
control here.
decimating this middle lane. He's at about 380 GPM compared to Slasker at just over 300.
But this is the peak for Meraxes though. He's gonna have his access now. He's gonna be a bit more annoying to lane against.
He is already starting to put some pressure on this Kraken. He does have a regen rune bottle though, so he's fine. For the most part, Rally taking a whole bunch of damage. Will compel away. Power throw not quite enough. They're gonna back him off the lane once again. And Okami at 95 gold per minute, 139 experience per minute.
Top tower's gonna fall.
The Hellborn destroyed a Legion tower.
And File's gonna get some more lane control here. Steam out there gonna avoid the auto attack and the Lava Surge away, so he should be okay. Gets the auto attack onto that, but that might not have been a great plan. As now he does not have any cooldowns. Rap's taking a whole bunch of tower damage, trying to juke here. Will he be able to get him? Nope.
Parasite's coming.
That was an odd play. Yeah, Rap's even taking down here, so they will end up getting their first hero kill of the game on the lead side, and those cruel bastards killed DJ Rhapsody, who is beautiful. She's my favorite.
No comment.
I'm gonna marry her.
No comment at all.
It's my favorite ult in the game.
Everybody's quiet.
I'm just saying. That's fine. That's fine. You don't understand our love.
I definitely do not.
And Rally getting harassed out once again by this Aluna, but I just really hate this pick.
Shuriken's
Vagabond
coming in.
leader, yeah, but it's not a stun. There goes the power throw. Is he gonna be able to do anything with this? The compel goes forward.
Oh.
Realize.
Well played from Okami.
And Silhouette. No! Rotation from Meraxes as well.
Yeah, that
must
was a
have
well
been
played
some-
stun.
I think it was some miscommunication, really. There's no reason for Shorthand to be where he was. He should have been way higher up in the lane to stop the compel from mattering.
I think actually Shorken could have gotten him if he jumped out of the creep the second the stun came out.
And face hug.
He stayed a bit long in the creep.
So Shorthand playing bad as usual, but that's fine.
Yep.
People are gonna think we really hate Shorthand for no reason.
Oh, but we do.
Right, I'm sorry. Poor guy.
Isn't that the beauty of it though?
Isn't what?
The beauty of it, hitting him for no reason.
Yeah.
This is Heroes of Newerth.
The Legion had destroyed a
Looks like the bottom
Hellborn
tower
tower.
out as well. Of course, Parasite in that Hell Cannon rotating over and helping out. So ends up being a 1-for-1 in tower kills. Magma's level 5 off the side here. Perhaps looking for something as Meraxes is going to rotate over, so wouldn't be surprised to see a Lava Surge. Here comes a port.
Oh no, he
Like-
missed his opportunity.
Didn't he have range on Rhapsody?
It looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah, he must have had it.
I was pretty sure. I don't know what that was. In the meantime, the mid tower is going to be heavily pressured and should die. Parasite coming over, we're going to try to do something about it. And Silhouette actually coming in from the back. And we'll see if Kraken can do anything. Charges right into her. He does have an ultimate, but not quite going to use it. Silhouette going to port out to her illusion, and Kraken will be okay. So perhaps trying to bait the Kraken ultimate before porting the illusion, and doesn't quite do that. Does mid tower in the meantime, but Dawn off to a good start.
Yeah, Kraken's at 460
Yeah.
GPM with no kills and no assists.
Yeah, he has a lot of CS.
No doubt about it.
So does Soulslayer for that matter. He's 1-0-1 and 440 gold per minute.
Yeah, Ceratops needs to pick up the pace. He's at just under 300 right now.
And they spent a lot of time harassing that rally out of the lane, but it still feels like he should have a little bit more than he does. Now, we said that before when he was playing Oogie, and it didn't end up mattering.
Mattering, indeed.
What? Anyway, Kraken in the middle lane, and we get stomped. He did actually take the stun, he got the charge away. Well, that's funny.
Did he
Parasite
for it?
stacking. And Legion, I mean, I feel like they're playing kind of passive, which is weird. And they've got the Parasite, as far as the junglers go, much more aggressive. Aluna is going to be a lot more powerful now than she will be later on. So
Yeah.
it seems like they need to be fighting as much as possible, and instead they're not doing that so much.
But Slasky has been moving around. He's been, I don't know. I don't want to say unlucky, but he hasn't been able to get the ganks. He was bottom trying to gank.
Yeah, and top lane, Tempest Ultimate coming on to Magnus, and they're just like, you're dead.
Yeah.
I gotta say, File's making some pretty interesting plays in this game. Like, a Magnus is, or Tempest is coming right at you, and you just
The
steam bath.
Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
I mean, he's got an ult, dude.
No.
And he had some misadventures in the top lane in general.
Destruction
Oh god, Rally. Nearly tried to kill a silhouette and nearly wasted Seismic Slam, but realized it was an illusion before, and was able to cancel it.
It's going really bad for Magnus at this point, though.
Yeah.
It's not really what
he
they
hasn't
want.
farmed. He has farmed boots. 10 minutes.
And he's gonna need
Yeah,
that portal key.
It's going poorly for Prime Icarus as a team. I mean, they're down by 7k gold and 4k experience. That's no small difference at only 10 minutes into the game.
In fact, that's a pretty huge difference, I would say.
Yeah, Shortcut
Yeah.
is doing very well farming-wise.
Right, he just picked up his puzzle box 10 minutes in. Not bad at all.
I think it'd be different if the teams were switched. If the Legion had the Hellborns lineup, but they were down by this amount of resources because they've got the team fight. Like, that's their game plan. But
Right.
this Legion team, once the Hellborn starts grouping up with this advantage in both experience and gold, I'm concerned about how they're going to be able to take these fights. Like,
Right. Well, what PI lacks compared to Dawn in team fight, they make up for in ganking potential.
absolutely
I
do,
mean,
but no, Magnus gonna miss the charge there, and Parasite just gonna leave. He's magic for me, he doesn't care. I mean, they do make up for that in ganking potential, but ganking potential doesn't work if the opposing team is training the entire time.
Right.
So, if
They're going to
Hellborn
have
play
to
this
take team
right-
fights eventually.
Right, and if Hellborn play this right, like, they're just not gonna have the opportunity to pick people off. Kraken. Yeah, gonna find Silhouette here, and that's not gonna end very well for him.
Oh.
Again,
That's really
no,
unfortunate.
no words in this
Speaking of
jungle.
ganking potential.
Yeah. And here it comes. They've got 5 men bottom.
Yeah, Probus had his nullstone a minute ago, so that's an 11-minute nullstone along with that portal key on Kraken. Those are huge items to have that early into this game. They're gonna get this bot tower too.
And he's trying to defend middle as well, in fact, as Kraken comes in, but a stomp on top of him as he missed the charge once again. Notably does have his portal key, of course. We didn't quite touch on that, but we saw him use it earlier, so let's talk about 11-minute nullstone and try 11-minute portal key on Kraken. So not very tanky right now, but trying to mitigate some of the gank presence on the Legion side. And top lane getting pressured as well, but Rally did use a Compel Lava Surge in, and there's the stomp on top of it, and
Nice.
Matrix. So there we go. Gank potential is online, and they will kill a tower on top of that.
Hellborn tower.
So PI got some positive presence at least, and we've certainly
That's
seen
what they
Cerritos
need.
come back. So
Yeah, they just need these small skirmishes time after time to get their lead ramped up again.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked that Hellborn are not grouping up more.
Yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
Kraken should be finding picks all the time. Considering he has this early PK, he has a lot of potential to
The
just carry
Legion
the
have
game himself.
destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Yep, Mirax will have his portal key soon, so once that happens, it's gonna be lots of ganks coming out from the Legion side.
Yeah.
Parasite picking off mid tower as well, has a level 2 puzzle box now.
Wow. Portal key, there we go.
Yeah, it doesn't
And-
really feel like the Hellborn team is capitalizing on their big lead.
Right.
And they're playing so defensive and they're letting PI get back into it. I don't know why. They've got good push. They've got great team fight. Use it.
Now
We've
Tempest
seen-
opted for Steam Boots first, and she has 1200 gold saved up, so we might opt for a portal key instead of that early Astrolabe.
Yeah. That probably means they're going to take a late game.
Right. Yeah, that wombo combo is no joke. Level 2 puzzle box on Parasite.
That's good, that's good. What team do you guys think have the late game? I kind of favor the Hellboy team.
I favor the Hellborn team pretty significantly, actually.
Yeah,
Does the-
that combo is just huge.
And the magic damage from Legion side is just not going to matter at 45 minutes. Like, what's Aluna going to do at 45 minutes in the game?
Yeah, nothing except for cancel Tempest ultis if she can.
I mean, if she gets a good red stun off, then she can be ridiculously powerful, but it's pretty hard to do that, and it's pretty easy to avoid it just by not being right on top of each other and or having some creeps. And like with Tempest Elementals and things like that, they're going to eat those bounces. So, I really hate the little pick. I don't want to harp on it too much, but I don't like that here. I don't think it works. I did want to mention, though, so we have the Wombo combo on the Hellborn team. We've seen one Tempest ultimate, no Soul Stealer ultimates, no Kraken ultimates, no Seismic Slam, and no Wrap ults. At 15 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
I think it's really weird.
It's really-
I really think they should just use their ultis to get more ahead than just farm when they're off cooldown. But they're just farming.
I mean,
I don't know.
Legion side haven't exactly been particularly aggressive either, but they're down, although they have an aggressive lineup, so perhaps that shouldn't matter as much. And Nullstone finished up on Silhouette.
It almost feels like they have to do something now, considering the Tempest went to Astrolabe. It would be really weird if they just
Yeah.
kept farming.
I mean, they have to push. At this point,
Yeah.
but with the Tempest out. Do you have 3 heroes? You're so grouped up mid. It looks like bot, in fact, will push. So Legion side responds to that. Miraxis is trying to take double stack Ancients here, but that's not going to work very well for him. He's not exactly an Ancients killing hero. And another area where Prisoner is a lot better, but regardless, the Hellborn side will group up as 5 in the bottom, and the Legion are doing the exact right thing. They're counter-pushing. They don't want to take the 1v1 team fight, but they've got some pretty good push potential themselves, especially with the Parasite. And they're going to take this tier 2 in middle, so 3 tier 1 in bot for Hellborn. But
They're setting up.
yeah, this mid tower has fallen very quickly, and Tempest has no teleport. Oh, because he used it. I'm crazy. Parasite's just like, I'm going to kill this tower. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm going to get the deny off, but that's a tower trade, and that'll be more map control for the Legion side. Not great that it was denied. But, I mean, that's exactly what they want to do, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
whenever they see them pushing another lane, they should just do what they did right now. Just go to another lane and try to get the free tower.
Right. So, I mean, Legion side, they're down, but they're down less than they were before. And as the game goes later, that's going to matter less and less. So Ancients are tripled as well for the Legion, and it looks like Ceratops might try to take them. But realizing how much...
Yeah, they're all mid.
Yeah. Knowing that's not a great plan, it looks like. Is Provost going to find those? Not yet. And the problem is going to come in when they can't ignore the push, because they're going to start pushing base soon, so... At that point, they're not going to be able to just counter push. On the other hand, they'll have the uphill advantage, so...
Yeah, the problem right now that Silhouette was a bit slow to bottom lane, so she's not gonna be able to get the trade. And it's a pretty common move to, after you get the mid tower, to check their Ancients, so they're probably gonna get those as well.
And then seeing more farm for Soul Stealer, who's already up to 550 gold per minute here, so... The early farm from Provost has generally been pretty fantastic, and they won't actually quite check the Ancients. Soul Stealer is taking a port to the bottom lane and defend that tier 2 tower, which is also fine. Their own Ancients are double stacked, and you won't quite be able to triple stack them. I don't know, I haven't noticed if Aluna's doing this or not, but, okay, she definitely isn't because she's level 5, but I do hope she uses her red snipe to stack the Legion Agents, because that's a very, very effective use of her ultimate. Good,
Right. Not only that, but you can cancel the stack of the enemy's Ancients as well.
Too.
Yep.
Soul Stealer and take doubles. And, I mean, if they do stuff like that, they might be able to get Sil farmed enough to get back into this game. And in the Silhouette versus Soul Stealer matchup, I feel like Silhouette wins.
Right.
She does,
But
but
as
it's
far
gonna
as
come
team
down
fight is
to team
concerned.
support.
Right.
Right,
And,
exactly.
Yeah, Rhapsody is so great late game. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
The majority of these team fights is going to come down to who gets the jump, though. I mean, you have a Meraxis and
Magnus.
a Magnus to follow up, along with Parasite. I mean,
Yeah.
they're all great jump heroes, and Silhouette will have her portal key pretty soon as well.
Playing
but
Kraken
on this
above
Hellborn team-
edges, and he'll be fine. Yeah, all right.
What happened?
I was to say, well, Kraken was heading top, and there was a couple of Legion side here was running over there, so I was concerned about that. But apparently
Gotcha.
everybody DCing.
Oh.
They both called a vote at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
So maybe a minor hiccup right there. I don't actually. Let's do a PA and see. Oh, coming right out of the pause, that probably isn't very accurate. We'll wait a minute or so here. See what happens in terms of the ping. Ancient's being killed by Magnus, Meraxis, and Aluna. Magnus, speaking of him, is a 240 gold per minute, and he has a portal key.
Yep,
So-
Silhouette has hers as well now, so 3 portal keys for Prime Icarus.
I mean, this is go time. Like, this is let's get some aggressive wards up, try to get a couple of good hero picks, because Magnus is also a level 11, which means
Right.
he's got a level 2 ulti. And
Yes,
On the
they're
considering,
other
shrinking
hand,
at him.
yeah, Shrunken Head and Soul Stealer.
considering how he started, this Magnus has recovered fairly well, in fact.
Yeah.
He's even a higher level than that Meraxis. Kind of surprising.
I guess they would give. I think they're giving him a free lane, and he's just
Yeah.
considering.
Pretty much. So it looks like
Which
pings
is
in
the
general are
correct-
good. Certus only went over 100 milliseconds.
I'm not sure how I feel about the Shrunken though. I mean, if they're not gonna take fights, he doesn't really need it. I
Yeah.
think he could have gone a more greedy item now.
And they've killed towers effectively, but Legion side have shown no inclination to actually fight, and that's not going to help.
Yep.
So I
Not
wouldn't
as fast.
imagine he'd need that.
This game is void
What
of
else?
pretty much all action.
I mean, it's 42 hero kills in 22 minutes now, so
Yeah.
it's basically been a passive farm fest, which is really out of character for the first 2 games of the series, which had a lot of kills and a lot of
Right.
action, especially early on.
Keep in mind though, this is the game 5,
Right,
and
that's the
both
thing.
teams are playing it very safely, because this determines the winner of the gold bracket.
I mean, Dawn knows they were up 2-0, and then they lost 2 straight games. They really would rather not lose the series.
Yeah.
So we'll double damage Rune, gonna be able to take out this tier 2 tower up in the top lane. And that's gonna put them temporarily even in towers.
Yeah.
Whiff goes down, and that's gonna back them off for half a second while it expires. But
The
in
Legion
the
has
meantime,
destroyed
Hellborn
Oh,
side
no.
are pushing bottom.
Luna got the tower kill.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yep.
Do you guys really think so?
I don't know. I don't think it's that big a deal personally, but hey, like it's an amount of gold that Certus probably should have had, but
The Hellborn had destroyed a
actually,
Legion
I don't-
tower.
It's not a big deal, but it's like, why? Why do you do it?
Yeah.
You just stole like a lot of gold from your team, just so you can buy Striders and more wards.
yeah,
It
that's,
doesn't really make sense.
that's the thing though, is that Silhouette's farms so much faster than Aluna that if Aluna gets that tower kill, the amount of time it would take her to build up that amount of gold on her own is much, much longer than Silhouette's. So yeah, it's more important to put more money on Silhouette, but Silhouette can also, you know,
But
get that
if
gold
you look
back.
at this item, he's not gonna go for items. I'm 100% sure. If this game is 40 minutes, Snowy's gonna have probably just Striders the whole
Right.
game
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, like, he needs ward money and teleport money and stuff like that. Anyway, jump here on Crack in the middle lane. Is he going to be able to live through this? Charges away. Actually, Astrolabe goes through there as well, and Silhouette is just going to lose her Legion, so that's fine. In the background, actually, the demoralizing roar, and oh man, everything blows up Magnus. That was not quite necessary to both drop the Soul Stealer ultimate and the Kraken ultimate, but that's a pretty visual. Yeah.
yeah.
It looks like Magnus DC'd. That's
Oh.
really unfortunate for PI.
I don't think it would have mattered. I don't think he really would have survived that anyway. I guess his
If he
lava
could have
surge
dodged
was-
to the left, he could have avoided that rally stun, which wouldn't have let Kraken set up that ulti, but yeah, he was in a bad position, no doubt about it.
They
That's
also
probably Kongor for them.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a buyback.
I really hope Miraxis doesn't jump here.
And yeah, I mean Certus does have his portal key off cooldown in 1 second. His illusion is dead though, which is what makes me think that that's probably not going to be an initiation. On the other
Right.
hand,
I mean, they're probably talking about it right now,
right.
weighing the pros and the cons.
I think with the Tempest ultimate, that's probably not a great plan.
Let's get it on.
See. Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure if they can take Conqueror here. Because yeah, Magnus is dead, but there's no buyback, but they don't know that. And they just used 2 pretty significant ultimates, so yeah, it's not gonna be
Well,
a Kong.
If you like, if Magnus buyback, they will know it, and it's not like the Eden is gonna be able to take a fight and win it without Magnus. Like Magnus is still going after your buybacks. He's gonna to need like 20 seconds or something like that to get there. Okay, they didn't go Kongor, which I think is so wrong. They're just gonna farm instead.
And Silhouette in the meantime taking her own ancients.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I mean, at the same time as they are letting Silhouette get back in the game a bit, their Soul Stirrer is at 640 GPM, which is really huge.
Yeah.
And
So I don't think it
coming
really
through will
matters.
Snipe out. That's not doing too much there, really. And Silhouette Illusion, actually, that's the real Silhouette. So the Illusion is back in base, and she will just port out. And here comes Miraxis,
They're going.
and they can port back in. Rap's gonna fall right off the bat here, so good gank, actually, onto Rap, and that's a pretty clear and
Oh
important
man, I almost
kill.
had Tempest too.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn
Bottom Larry
tower.
goes down as well, so Creep's helping to push, and the towers are even. And the jump
Yeah.
on a Soul Stealer. Oh no, can he get the Truckin off? He's gonna need to. He's looking for the ultimate chance. There goes Riverside inside the Puzzle Box minions off the side here, Kraken. His mana's all gone thanks to the Puzzle Box Wizard, and they're gonna be able to kill him. No! Tempest Ultimate, they do kill Kraken! But Certus is in there, he gets blown up with Shorthand. Now Aluna's in trouble. Shrunken Head on Soul Stealer is completely there. Miraxis is also gonna take the death. And that was the Wombo combo. And now
Wombo.
he will
Yeah,
port
the
away.
Wombo combo.
Violet, what are you doing, buddy? Yeah, okay. So
What a great ultimate.
they did get the kill onto Miraxis, but I think, or not Kraken, but I think Hellborn will still take that fight.
Yeah. That was really well played by Hellborn. Like Labyrinth saved the Soul Stealer, and Iceland was so sure that Probosk had his back with the ultimate. And even though the ultimate didn't like, I don't know, it only hit 2 people, it was definitely enough to just win the fight. Really great teamwork coming out. But why don't they do Kong?
I don't know. At this point, yeah, I don't know. And so they wanted to kill the Ancients first, but that seems silly, and now they're not going to kill Conqueror.
After these kind of team fights, if you, like, immediately after you win the team fight, you just say, okay, we're gonna go to Kong, all 5 heroes, we need to eat the Kongor now. They will almost always get it. I think maybe that's the issue. Nobody's calling the Kong soon enough, and then 10 seconds is wasted, and then they don't have enough time for it.
Alright. PI, I mean, they're still down, and they've been down, but it feels like they're not in a great place because I don't like their draft when compared to the Hellborn draft in general. They're also down in Golden Experience, but I don't understand why Dawn is playing this so passively.
Yeah, they're
Like-
kind of just trying to win it like for sure because they have the late game.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Well, I think there is some doubt about that, but it depends. Like, if the Legion Side can get a single pick off onto a core hero, probably either Rhapsody or Tempest, they're not going to win team fights in the Hellborn team.
Yeah, but then they have to get those
Right.
as well, and it feels like they're like 5 together all the time.
They have to get the pick off, right? I mean, that's the problem, is they are grouped up a lot, but they have got a pick off oriented team. So if they can be sure there is no Tempest ultimate, there's no Rhapsody ultimate, even if they get 2, then Hellborn team just can't fight because they have the wombo combo, but they're reliant on it. Like, they need those ults to fight. In the meantime, Tempest getting caught out here a little bit by Parasite, but Rally's coming through, and the portal keys are going all over the place. As the Hellborn side, they perhaps want this Parasite, who's now going to get stunned out on the Mauler, and actually Shortcan could be in some trouble here. Puzzle Box Mauler going to be killed by Stealer, and they will kill Shortcan. There goes the Eruption, but Shortcan Head's still up there, and the Rhapsody ult, that's what I'm talking about. And that's going to be a counter onto Rally in the background. Cloud does die. Miraxis here looking for something. Rhapsody, of course, already has ulted, so not that big a deal. There goes the Roots of Kraken, and they kill Slaskidret. Now all of a sudden, Ceratoss needs to get away from this, get the portal key on away, and should be alright. They did spot him there because of the creeps, but he's pretty damn fast. And I mean, they killed people after their ultimates were up. That's the biggest problem I had with that. Except for Riley, I guess, but like, they didn't need to kill Rhapsody, I guess. It happened quickly, but... And a Luna.
It was mostly just Parasite getting caught.
Yeah.
He really needs to do work in the fights, he can't just die. Start.
I keep looking at this Luna hero. What does it do?
It wards.
Kongor has been slain.
I can't stop. Because Rhapsody is the best support hero in the game. There isn't too much doubt about that. And you can see how valuable she is. And I feel like Luna has no presence. This is just like a 4v5.
It's pretty impressive that he has 0 deaths though, as an Luna support.
Sure. I mean, absolutely that's impressive, because Luna's not particularly tanky. But does have the getaway, of course, but usually doesn't get that until later on, like now. Outplay, meanwhile, Ceratoss is getting got out of, obviously just port spread back to the illusion. But also have to notice, level 20 on Probusk. He's 9-0-2, nearly 700 gold per minute.
That's insane.
That's worrying if you're PI. Just saying. Ancients over here on the Legion side. I'm not sure if they've killed those, if they've been sitting there for the last however long. I can't rule PI out because of the performance that they had in the Losers Bracket Final. Sorry, Ogre. But,
well...
I don't know.
That game...
I mean, it was a great series. That was a great game in general as a fan of HoN, and that was a really great series. If you haven't checked it out, there are VODs on my YouTube channel. And that was the Losers Bracket Finals of this cycle. It was pretty amazing. Some people have even mentioned some stuff about that Twitch chat, but Homeward side gonna group up, and it looks like they'll be pushing this top lane in. And why the hell not? Magnus is up the side, setting up for the eruption, but I don't know if they can do anything about this. Soulstealer has a token, Sola can jump in there, but it will just port out to the illusion. She is gonna lose her illusion, though. No, actually not quite. Token on Soulstealer for only 3 minutes, so they still have plenty of time. And Magnus is steam bathing over here.
Yeah, that's really crazy. If they go too close, they're gonna note.
Why is he doing that? Side Kraken with the jump, not gonna find it. There goes Miraxis with the jump, and there's a nice eruption actually onto a whole lot. Soulstealer's quite low here, but he does have an ultimate, and there goes the Tempest ultimate, and a Kraken ultimate, and a Soulstealer ultimate. Everybody exploding, PI calling a CC vote, and that's gonna do it. So this series will go to Dawn in 5 games. I was wrong, but I was close. And really, a ridiculously good performance from Dawn in that last game. They knew exactly what they had to do. They executed basically perfectly. And Probusk finishing at 720 gold per minute. So, final thoughts on the game series there? Let's go to Rocky, because he hasn't been able to talk enough, poor guy.
It's fine. Well, you can see that. I mean, they did play it perfectly. They could have played it a bit more aggressively, but it would have been greedy, you know, because they definitely added the late game considering their early laning phase advantage. So yeah, props to them for using their wombo combo correctly and winning the game.
No doubts. Enthos, we'll go to you second. No? Maybe you won't go to Enthos
Maybe
second.
not.
Sorry, I
I
was
guess he's
muted.
gone.
No, I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, that was a great series. Very entertaining. I mean, in this last game, Probusk was just ridiculous. 719 GPM. He had more than 2/3, or exactly 2/3 of the hero kills. And I have high hopes for both of these teams in the diamond bracket.
Definitely. And Clock, we'll finish it off with you.
Yeah. Well, once you get ahead with Rhapsody, Tempest, Kraken, it's kind of hard to lose.
Indeed it is. Especially if you're going to execute as well as they did, especially in that last team fight where they just said, oh look, here's one ultimate, here's 2 ultimates, here's 3 ultimates, here's 4 ultimates. Now your whole team is dead, my whole team is fine, so eat it. And that's pretty much what PI had to do, so really though, I mean it was a well-played series on both sides. Like PI showed some pretty great stuff there in games 2 and 3. Ultimately didn't come out ahead, but the winner's bracket advantage really showing its power in that series. As if it didn't exist, there's a very good chance PI would have won. And I'm excited, like Enthos said, for both of these teams in Diamond Division because I wouldn't be surprised if they stick, and I wouldn't be surprised if they stick for a long time. It's right now it's great depth in HoN, man, and you guys on Ogre should know because Gold Division is not. It's not a joke. There's some teams in there with some legitimate talent, and there's some teams in there that in past cycles would easily belong in Diamond. If we still had the 16-team Diamond Division, we would have a lot of good Diamond teams. So I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited to see what Cycle 4 brings us, but this will wrap up Cycle 3 entirely, and the series does go to Dawn, so they'll be moving along with PI, and that'll also do it for this stream for us